CDK Boxing. Let's talk boxing. Listen, I ain't said too much today. I've been sitting back, you know what I'm saying, watching everybody, checking out 7 8 Sports TV, some of the other channels I like watching, and just hearing what everybody got to say today. And, I've had time to reflect on what took place, you know what I'm saying, Saturday night. And listen, man, you win some, you lose some. That's all a part of boxing. But I'm going to say this right here. Ryan Garcia missed weight. We all know that. Devin Haney accepted the fight. We all know that. The right thing to do is what they really do in boxing is make Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying, basically, what Devin Haney and them should have done was made Ryan Garcia go lose those 3 pounds in those 3 hours. But they didn't do that. I feel like pride got in the way. I feel like Bill, you know what I'm saying, truly felt like, you know what I'm saying, they would be able to go in there and deal with Ryan Garcia. But you could clearly see the difference in the strength and speed and everything else. A lot of people are, Ryan Garcia wants credit for, you know what I'm saying, for this win, right? But if you listen to Ryan Garcia talk about Tank, and let's keep it 100 here. I want y'all, you know what I'm saying, not be biased, not, you know what I'm saying, whether you like Ryan or Devin. Ryan Garcia says when he was fought Tank, he was weight drained. Okay, I kind of believe that. So he doesn't want us to give Tank credit, right? But Ryan Garcia came into this fight 3 pounds heavier, you know what I'm saying, than what he's supposed to be, and he wants credit for beating Devin. Now, what I'm saying is this right here, because Devin gets a lot of hate because of who he is, who his father is. Had Devin done all these things that Ryan done, what would people be saying? Take your child, for instance. Would you want your child to be doing those things Ryan Garcia was doing, or would you want your child to carry himself like Devin Haney? Because they both had their fathers in their corner in a sense. So I respect, you know what I'm saying, Devin Haney to the fullest. I don't care what nobody say about him. People call him a coward or whatever. A coward don't get up off the mat 3 times. A coward is scared to get in that ring, period. Devin Haney showed hard. He won some rounds, you know what I'm saying? He fought the wrong fight. I believe he let his ego and pride get in the way, and he stepped to the center of the ring in almost like Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard type of fight, where the first fight where Sugar Ray Leonard tried to beat Roberto Duran in his own game, it didn't work. Devin Haney was supposed to box. He was supposed to box, and he didn't box, and it's simple as that. And, I don't know if Ryan Garcia is going to give him a rematch or not. I really don't care. What I do know is Devin Haney's still the champion. He probably got Sandor Martin next, which he's the number one contender. Sandor Martin can box, so I'm interested in seeing how that fight plays out. Ryan Garcia wants to see Tank next, or basically he's asking to see Tank. Tank's not coming to 145. Tank's not going to go up to 145 pounds just to make Ryan Garcia and Golden Boy happy. I don't think that fight's going to happen anytime soon. I think Tank's going to do what he's doing down there around 135, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Prize fighter, what's good, my brother? I've been trying to get in contact with you, man. I don't know how to get in contact with you because I really wanted to do an interview with just me and you talking, man, and just I looked on Instagram and tried to find you on there, and I couldn't find you. So I really, truly, man, want to, you know what I'm saying, get an interview with you, bro, and talk boxing, man, because you know your stuff. And when you get the opportunity, CDK Boxing, I know you know what my name on Instagram, man. Inbox me on there so we can get together and do something, if you don't mind. Now going back to, like I was saying, a lot of people hating on a young man that's doing it the right way, Devin Haney. I've never seen so much hate, and the hate be coming from people that look just like us. Man, I don't care what color you is, but it really sickens me when I know that another black man is hating on me. I expect a lot of people hate on me, but when black people in general start hating on you and you're doing it the right way, man, that tells you everything you need to know. We got to stop doing this, man. There ain't nothing wrong with liking a fighter of any race. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. The hate is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? The hate is crazy. He lost. You know what I'm saying? The hate is crazy, and it goes outside, you know what I'm saying? It goes outside of boxing, just boxing in general. It's hate, you know what I'm saying? For him, it seems like having a father in his life. It's hate for him being a Muslim. There's a lot of hate that goes towards Devin Haney that's not even boxing related. That's what I can't deal with. You don't have to like him in the ring, you know what I'm saying? But leave all the other stuff out. I ain't heard about this kid going out here doing a bunch of crazy stuff, getting in trouble all the time. You know what I'm saying? He seems like to be a young man that has his head on straight and he's doing what's right. And that's all you can ask for. I just get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's next for him. Like I said, I think it's Sandor Martin. I'm ready to see that, and I'm ready to see what Ryan Garcia does next. Eddie Hearn said that, Ryan Garcia's dad, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's always personal shots. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn said that Ryan Garcia's dad basically came out, you know what I'm saying, and was talking crazy and talking about who you got next for me. So you know what Eddie Hearn said? Boots. Ryan Garcia is a 147-pound fighter, y'all. So let's see. Ryan Garcia loves calling people out, and when he calls them out, he usually gets in the ring. So I'm telling you now, I don't think they take that fight. I don't see Ryan Garcia wanting to fight. Wanting to fight Boots. And I'm telling you now, I place the house on Boots. If him and Ryan Garcia fight, I'm placing the house on a stop. I'm talking about he stops Ryan Garcia. So that's what I'm want to see. I want to see what Ryan Garcia does next, man. And I'm really interested in seeing. And I know Ryan Garcia hater. It's not the hate for Ryan Garcia. I just don't like the way people hate Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia's a kid. We all make mistakes. We've been young, and there ain't nothing wrong with making mistakes. I just look at, man, like it's like, what I'm saying, it's almost like when it comes to Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, people have tunnel vision. It's like they can't see no wrong. They only see what Devin or what they perceive Devin to be doing. So let's all hope, man, that everything works out for Devin. I hope everything works out for Ryan. And I'm ready to see these guys in the ring, man, real soon. You know what I'm saying? Back in there. Devin Haney probably going to be out of the ring maybe I'm going to say 6 months. You know what I'm saying? They're going to put him on the sideline and, make him sit out for a minute. He took a little punishment. And I thought about it over and over. Shabir had stopped the fight in the 7th round. I thought at first I said, yeah, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Should he have stopped it? Devin, you know what I'm saying, had his wits after the fight. You don't want to see anyone take a beating, especially when it's your child. I think it's got to be one of the hardest things in the world. I couldn't imagine being in my child's corner and watching him taking punishment, man. It would be really hard on me to do that. So, man, I got to salute Bill for that. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard thing to do. And people are saying, well, Bill Haney, should he be in Ryan Garcia's corner still? Devin Haney's corner still. Listen, I'm not going to say that Derek James outcoached Bill. But what I will say is this. Bill Haney and Devin Haney's game plan was all wrong. They had no business, you know what I'm saying, trying to step to Ryan Garcia like that in the center of the ring. Devin Haney is a boxer. Ryan Garcia was the bigger man with the bigger punch, and what they should have did was box. I think when they go back to the drawing board, when they look at the film, they know what they did wrong. Bill Haney, when they were saying it, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought when Devin Haney was saying he was gonna meet Ryan Garcia in the middle of the ring and he was gonna try to get him out of there, I actually thought they were playing. But as you can see, Devin Haney really did try to go in there and fight Ryan Garcia in the middle of the ring. It didn't work out. It's not gonna work out for Devin Haney. Devin doesn't have the power, you know what I'm saying, to really get anybody out of there like that. Maybe accumulation of shots or the referee stopping it, but that's not his style. Now, I'm gonna tell you a fight that I'm really thinking I really want to see. I really want to see Ryan Garcia and Cerebral Ortiga. A lot of people big on that guy. I'm not. I think he's a decent fighter, but I think he's one-dimensional. And I think that he would be tailor-made for Ryan Garcia because he's going to stand in front of Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney, is a rap for Bill as head trainer. What was their game plan? The game plan prior was terrible. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what Bill Haney was thinking. But you don't tell your son when you know he don't have that power or he's not a killer like that to go out there, man, like that and try to get somebody out of there. Devin Haney is a boxer with a high IQ, and he did not use that. You know what I'm saying? We did not see Devin Haney's IQ. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the worst. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know who Devin Haney was in the ring, man. I didn't like him from the beginning with his outfit. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like what he had on. I didn't like the way he came out. I didn't like nothing about the whole situation. And Bill Haney is, he got to be held accountable for that. He got to look Devin in the face, look his son in the eyes, and say, "Hey, man, it was my game plan. I should have never told you that." Because let's keep it real. One thing about Devin, he gonna follow Bill's game plan, and that's what he tried to do. He tried to go out there and do what his father asked him to do, and it didn't work out. And like I said before, man, I heard Ryan Garcia father say something, man, that made sense. He got out the way and he let other people come in and help, you know what I'm saying, Ryan Garcia get better. Because when you ain't been in the sport, you can start off with your son. Like, you can watch him and, you can be there in the gym and you can watch him grow and you can learn little things. But we're talking about the elite level of boxing right now. We're talking about being on the granddad stage, on the high stage of them all. And you need somebody that's been there before that knows how to handle those situations. And Bill Haney didn't have any answers. There's no way possible that Devin Haney should have kept getting hit with that same shot. How? It doesn't make sense. How somebody with an IQ like that keeps taking the same shot? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ryan never made 140 pounds. And that's another thing. It was a scumbag move. People don't want to hear the truth. But what Ryan Garcia and his team done was a scumbag move. And at first, I really thought it was just Ryan Garcia. But now I've heard Derek James talk, so I'm a golden boy, and they already knew that Ryan Garcia was not coming in at 143 pounds. So what it tells me is this: Ryan Garcia trained for the fight, but he didn't take the aspect of having to lose the weight, really seriously. He knew. He said the next day or that night, listen, I can't make 140 pounds. My body just won't allow. So if I know that, right, I can't make 140 pounds. Why would I not make it a fair playing field and say, hey, I'm gonna tell Devin them and their team we can do this at 143 pounds. It's for bragging rights. It don't have nothing to do with the belt. That's what it should have took place right there. They should have fought, at 143, 145, or whatever they were going to do. But it should have been a fair playing field. And like I said before, Ryan Garcia don't want us to give Tank credit for beating him because he says he was weight drained. But he wants to get credit for beating Devin, and he came in overweight. I mean, make it make sense. People don't want to hear the truth. And I just really wish, like I said, man, let's start keeping it about boxing. If you're a real true boxing fan, or somebody that talks about boxing, you're not going to make it personal. You're not going to call people cowards. You're not going to call them bums. You're going to speak the truth. And one thing about this right here, don't no bums become undisputed. I can't name a bum. I'm talking about one bum. There ain't been that many undisputeds. But I can't name one of them that was a bum in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear people say, oh, Devin Haney's a bum, how did he get to undisputed? So what you're telling me is Teofimo Lopez lost to a bum. Is what you're saying? You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, when it comes to Devin Haney, he's always going to get the hate. Teofimo Lopez lost to George Kambosos. Devin Haney went over to Australia twice and beat this man. Took pay cuts. That's why I can't understand why people don't respect what he got going on, what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and Jay, I can't see your last name. You're exactly right. One thing about it, I'm gonna tell the truth. Garcia's camp, you know what I'm saying? They did. They outsmarted Haney's camp. You know what I'm saying? They failed for the trap. Devin Haney and his team, Bill Haney, is the top of the camp. They failed for the trap. You know what I'm saying? They went in there and they tried to fight, you know what I'm saying, Ryan Garcia fight. I'm gonna tell you something else I think, really. I think that Devin Haney didn't respect Ryan. They fought 6 times in the amateurs, and he looking at it like, all right, man, I don't care if he's 3 pounds. He got the 3 pounds on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna beat him. It didn't work like that. You can see, you know what I'm saying, that Ryan Garcia was clearly the bigger man. You can see, man, that Ryan Garcia was stronger. Devin couldn't adjust to the speed. He had problems with everything that Ryan Garcia did. Yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of tank haters too that be going at Dev, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a bunch of tank fans really. When they go at Dev, I don't understand. I'm gonna tell you right here, I lost respect for Tank, and Tank's my favorite fighter. But he was cheering for Ryan Garcia like he beat Devin Haney. If I'm a fighter and I know that me and you can have a super fight, I don't want you to lose to nobody. I want to see you. I hope you win every fight until me and you get in there so I can prove just how great I am. Man, Tank was cloud. I'm talking about every tweet was, man, come on, Ryan, you can get my number now. You know, this is how he was talking to Ryan Garcia, and I couldn't understand that. Make it make sense. That tells me a whole lot about, you know what I'm saying? People can say what they want to. But when you cheering because somebody else took care of a fight you both took care of, tells me that you might not really want that fight. Then for Tank to say, well, that's what you do, well, that's what happens when you fight somebody your size. No, Devin didn't fight somebody his size. Devin was actually fighting somebody bigger than him. If we keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you signed the contract, the 1.5 million looked good to Devin Haney. That's what it was all about. Okay, money. But what you did, Bill, was you talking about breaking Floyd record or doing this and doing that. Because, you know what I'm saying, of being greedy and wanting that 1.5 million, you cost your son to fight. Because anybody knows anything about boxing, you got 3 hours to lose those pounds, whatever it may be. And that's what I would have did. I would have made that man lose that weight. I don't understand that, but hey, Bill, you live and you learn. Moving on from the Devin Haney episode, because one thing about me, I would not keep on dwelling on that fight. You know what I'm saying? There's too many fights coming up. We got the Frank Martin and the Javante Tank Davis fight coming up. I'm excited about that fight. We got Tyson Fury and Usyk coming up. Man, we got some real good fights this year. I'm ready to see, man, how Tank fares against Frank Martin, because I think Frank is special. And if he is what I think he is, it's going to be a great fight. I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? We could see Tank go in there and destroy that man. But I do think, man, Frank Martin is a good fighter. I think this is a better fight than people think. A lot of people saying that Tank's gonna knock him out, he gonna wash him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't see it playing out like that. I think it's gonna be a good fight as long as it lasts. And don't get it twisted now. Frank has the power to also get Tank out of there. People might not want to believe that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. I don't think it will be a prize. I don't think it's gonna be a KO either. I think that fight's going the distance. I think that main Tank's gonna have trouble with Frank. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna have some trouble. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how it plays out. Pride and ego got in the way. Tank should he said Tank should head to this fight. What are you saying, Jay? I'm trying to understand what you're saying. You said Tank pride and ego got in the way. Tank should head to this fight. What are you saying? Like you saying Tank should Frank ain't no joke. Right, right. Frank ain't no joke. Man, Frank Martin can fight. People, you know what I'm saying, sitting back laughing and giggling, talking about cherry picking. Well, if Tank thinks he cherry picked Frank Martin, this could be a cherry pick gone wrong. And I got Tank winning. I just want y'all to know that. That's how I feel. But I'm telling you at the same time, I know what Frank Martin brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? Frank is a good fighter, fundamentally sound, can move, got speed, power. He got everything it takes, man, to go in there and pull off an upset. This could be the year of upsets. Right now they got right, yeah, yeah. You definitely right. Should learn from you. Right about that, man. I'm so excited too. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I could be crazy, but I placed my money on Tyson Fury against Usyk. Could be the wrong bet, you know what I'm saying? But the reason I done it is because at first Fury was the favorite. Now Usyk is the favorite, and I'm trying to win some money. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I do kind of see. I think that Fury could win this fight if he goes in there and takes it seriously and does what he's supposed to do. He can win this fight. I think Fury's gonna go in there lean on Usyk. I think he's gonna try to tire him out, and I think that's how the fight's gonna play out. I think, man, in the end, people gonna look and say, man, Tyson Fury was just too big and too strong for Usyk. But Usyk, he's an excellent fighter. Can't take nothing from him. One of the best fundamental fighters in the game. You got Fury too. Yeah, I got Fury prize. I think Fury handles business, man. I don't see Usyk beating him. I don't care what nobody say, how they feel about it. I think that, man, Fury is going to win this fight. I put 500 on him. You know what I'm saying? I placed 500 in the fight. I already got it in because I know how the odds change before the fight before they happen. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to get right on top of that and put my bet in. I ain't gonna lie. The next fight I want to see, man, or fight everybody sleeping on, man. It's hard to pronounce his name, but I'm hoping I'm saying it right. Arthur Beterbiev. If I'm not saying it right, man, y'all, I apologize. But Dimitri Bivol and Arthur Beterbiev, that's gonna be an excellent fight. I'm telling you, I think that might be the best fight of the year. I believe that fight gonna be it's gonna be fireworks as long as it lasts. But I do think, man, Arthur, man, if he cuts off the ring, Dimitri in trouble. He's in trouble if he's able to cut that ring off because nobody takes that type of punishment that he's giving out. Now, Demetrius, if he stays on his bicycle, is able to box for 12 rounds. If it goes 12 rounds, I think he wins. If it goes 12, he wins. Anything under that, I don't think Demetrius Beaver can get him out of there. I don't think he can hurt Arthur. I watched his last fight when he fought. The power don't look like it's there to me. I don't know about y'all or how y'all feel about it, but I don't think Demetrius Beaver was really a big puncher. I just think he's a guy that has great skills, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that plays out. Now, later on in the year, I've been telling people this about Gervonta Tank Davis. He's 29 years old. I want people to realize this. He's older than Teofimo, Devin, Shakur. He's older than these guys. How much longer can Tank wait around to fight these guys? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Fury is training seriously for this one. I want to know how much longer Tank can't keep on waiting around to fight these guys. Father Time is undefeated. And he's still young, but like I said, he's older than these guys. If Tank is in his prime right now, the time is now for Tank to start, you know what I'm saying, get in there and taking care of business. If he's truly the best, you know what I'm saying, like people think he is, and like I believe he is, then you need to go ahead and line him up. I'm talking about line him up. Teofimo, Shakur, whoever you want first. Devin. But like I told y'all from the beginning, Tank's not going to 145 to face Ryan Garcia. and that's just not gonna happen. Ryan Garcia is looking for a big advantage. If Tank comes up to 145, I can see Ryan coming in the ring almost at 170 pounds or somewhere around there. And Tank's not gonna allow that. Tank too small for that. He's not gonna give you the advantage. And when Ryan Garcia was saying that he was weight drained, now I do know the IBF rules from what I heard. Uh, it was a 10-pound type of thing where you couldn't come in over 10 pounds on fight night. You know what I'm saying, the day of the fight. So I can't say that he was actually weight drained, but maybe hey, Ryan, that was on you. You know what I'm saying? You like you said, you signed a contract just like Devin signed a contract, which sometimes is all about money, and then you end up losing and you're mad, you know what I'm saying, and want to make excuses. Uh Pitbull Cruz, I don't know. I've been hearing that he, you know what I'm saying, could possibly. Well, they were talking about Matia, but I don't think that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I do want to see those two fight. I think that fight would be fireworks. See how that plays out. You know what I'm saying? Both of those guys come straight forward, and I was telling people, man, they can say what they want to when they say Devin bum or capital or whatever. But the first thing Pitbull said was he don't want to fight Devin because Devin moves too much. Well, in boxing, people move. Now, I know it could be a play, it could be a 50-50 fight, but you're gonna run into styles that you don't like in boxing. Put it that way. It's your job to know how to cut off the ring. It's your job to go in the gym and work on the things you need to work on to get better. And it's just simple as that. So when he says he don't want to fight, you know what I'm saying, Devin Haney, or he turned down the Shakur fight, it's because those guys are boxers and they're gonna be on their bicycle. They're gonna be moving around. They're not gonna stand right there for you to hit them. You know what I'm saying? And hey, in order for Pitbull to even get bigger than what he is right now, he's gonna have to beat one of those guys. His name is ringing right now, but he has to beat a big name. Has Tank ever detailed what his long term outlook is, what he wants? No, he hasn't. When Tank talks a lot, you know what I'm saying? I think Tank is all about. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm a Tank fan, like I said, but I keep it real. I think Tank is all about money. I think Tank loves the aspect of money, and I think Tank loves to be able to fight fighters that he thinks he won't have a problem with in order to get that money. Now, like I said, the Frank Martin situation could turn out to be a little different than Tank think. But to me, Tank, he's never said like, hey, you know what I'm saying? When we hear Devin Haney talk, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney basically tells you what he's gonna do and he goes out and do it. Devin Haney tries to line him up, you know. Hey, he just ran into a situation where it backfired on him, but I'm saying, hey, you know what you do? Get back on your bicycle and ride again. But I've never heard Tank say like, now he just signed a new 6 or 7 fight deal with PBC. So in that deal, there has to be a Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez in that deal. I can't think of 7 more fights that he can fight and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Juan? You know what I'm saying? I can't see Tank if you just sign a new 6 or 7 fight deal with PBC. I don't think that he can go out there right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just fight anybody. He's gonna have to have a Teofimo Lopez in that fight deal, or Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. Somebody gonna have to be in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of somebody else that I might want to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? Around that weight division. Tank. The time is now. People have been waiting long enough. People pay to see knockouts, but hey, I'm the type of person I want to see you knock somebody out that need to be. You know what I'm saying? That I can say, hey, man, you went in there and handled business. You took care of business. You done it the right. You know what I'm saying? You took out a monster. And right now, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, Frank Martin is a real good fighter. I think he should follow that up by, basically taking on one of the other champions, you know what I'm saying, in that division. I would like to see Tank try to go for undisputed. I really would. You know what I'm saying? You say he's not gonna be able to cherry pick. No, he's not. He's not gonna be able to cherry pick any longer because when them walls close in, prize, when you done ran out of cherry picks, then eventually you're gonna have to do what? You're gonna have to start fighting real talent, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to start getting in there with people that actually can fight. And that's what's going on right now with Tank, man. Tank finna have to start fighting some people, and y'all gonna find out just how good Tank is. I am too. Because I've been wondering for a long time just how good Tank is, man. Like, is this guy what we think he is, or he just you know what I'm saying, just one of those fighters that, been getting by with the knockouts. Deontay Wilder, one of my favorite fighters. But Deontay Wilder didn't have true boxing skills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The thing about that, Tank's too small for Jay. He's too small for Crawford. Pause. He's too small. If he goes in there with Crawford, he gets destroyed. You know what I'm saying? uh, Crawford is 147, maybe 154 now, and Tank wouldn't take that fight. That's too much of a risk. It's just like the fight that Crawford is gonna have to he gonna have to break down and do. Crawford is gonna have to fight Boots, man. It's simple as that. People don't want to hear the truth. I don't know where else Crawford can go. Everything he tries to do, PBC blocks it. Do y'all notice what PBC is doing to Terrence Crawford? They're cutting off every avenue. And guess what Eddie Hearn keeps saying? Here go Boots. Yeah. Prize Bud too big for Tank. Yeah, he destroys Tank. I hate to say it, it's just too much of a weight difference. Man, Bud's weight, everything. It would be a bad night for Tank. You know what I'm saying? We all know it would be a bad night for Tank. But like I said, man, when it comes to I want to see Bud and Boots. If you keep saying, like I told me and Bernie talked, we inbox each other back and forth. Nothing but respect for Bernie, man. Good dude. And so this ain't no hate or nothing. But I told, Bernie that they're basically doing Boots the same way Crawford got done. But everybody tried to stay away from him. He couldn't get a fight. He was being avoided. And if people think, like, you know what I'm saying, that Crawford can watch Boots, then why not watch him? If you keep telling me to fight somebody and I know I can watch him, then let me go ahead and watch him and just show y'all who I am. So I don't understand why that fight ain't happened. I believe that Eddie Hearn, they can come up with 20 million, or the South is over there, could give Terrence Crawford 20 million and possibly get him in the ring with Jerron Boots Ennis. That's what I would really love to see. I would love to see them, man, be able to make that fight happen. I think, man, that's a great fight. I'm telling y'all right now, you know what I'm saying? I lean towards Bud, but I think, man, it's really, it's a 50-50 fight in my mind. I just think Boots is special. I think that dude, man, is a generational talent. And I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But until somebody shows me different, I'm going to keep saying it. Yeah, just Boots out of there if it's so easy. Right. If Boots so easy to beat, Prize, get him out of there. Show me he that easy to beat. I have not seen anybody, you know what I'm saying? Bernie was saying that Boots fights ain't exciting or he don't stop people or do something. Man, I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about. I had told Mill City Boxing, inbox him, and we went back and forth like, hey, you let Bernie off the hook, man. Bernie was talking crazy about Boots, and the stuff he was saying ain't necessarily true. Because, man, Boots, every fight that I've seen Boots in has always been exciting. And, you know what I'm saying, he ain't no dull fighter. Boots take care of business in that ring. I don't know what people be talking about when they, you know what I'm saying, say stuff like that. But I know. It's a 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I roll with Bud on that. Yeah, right. Because, he's been dominant. It'd be hard for me, if he's fighting somebody at 147, it's going to be hard for me to pick against Bud. I got to give him that respect. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think it's a 50-50 fight. Because Bud is who he is. But if he would have fought Canelo, people don't like to hear this, I had Canelo winning. People think it's crazy when I said I had Canelo winning. You know what I'm saying? I just think the Canelo would have been too much. I don't think the one thing about Canelo, he has a cast iron chin. That dude, you ain't gonna be. I don't think Bud could hurt him, and I think that would be the difference in the fight. You know what I'm saying? We've seen Canelo get hit with shots from Triple G or whoever, man, and still be standing. So I think that would have been too much. But I understand Bud wanting a payday. It ain't nothing wrong with wanting a payday. You know what I'm saying? And he would have got paid good. But I think even Canelo, you know what I'm saying, didn't want that fight. But Canelo, now bringing up this man right here, Canelo Alvarez, I think that he has become the biggest duck in boxing. And I think this dude's an all-time great. I respect everything he's done in the ring. I don't want people to get it twisted. But Canelo Alvarez should have been fought the Mexican Monster. David Benavidez, that fight should have been happening. I think it's a big fight. I think they do over 1 million pay-per-view buys with no problem. But we probably ain't going to get that fight. You know what I'm saying? Canelo is trying to maneuver around that fight. A lot of people want, they say, what if, they want David Morrell to fight. It's like they're almost using David Morrell as bodyguard. But why the Mexican Monster ain't fought David Morrell? Well, listen, I feel like this. David Benavidez had to go out and prove himself. He beat Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? He beat Boo Boo. You know what I'm saying? He continues to prove himself. What more do he got to do? But if you look down the list of David Morrell's opponents, what has he done to warrant a fight with the Mexican Monster? If the Mexican Monster, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep saying he ain't done another fight Canelo. So what has David Morrell done to fight, you know what I'm saying, the Mexican Monster? Can somebody tell me that? I just really want to know. I want to know when people say that David Morrell deserves a fight, you know what I'm saying, the Monster should fight him. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's a really good fighter. But does he deserve a fight right now with, to me, with David Benavidez. Well, no, but I would want to see it because I'm that type of person. I love this. I hate the fact that we have to go through this type of stuff in boxing where you have to say, well, dude ain't done enough. So I'm not going to lie. I would love to see that fight, but I want to see Canelo and David first. And if David is able to beat him, then you make the fight with David Morrell. You know what I'm saying? Let's see that fight right there. That's how I want it. And one of them, knock the other one off so Canelo ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're trying to do. I don't know. I lean towards David Benavidez. Free people lean towards Morrell, but I think right now, I think the experience of David Benavidez and being in big fights, big lights, will play a difference in that fight. I think that would be the only difference. Yeah, Canelo fans throw David to Morrell just to keep him off Canelo. Yep, you're right. Exactly what they do, Prize. Man, every time you bring up Canelo and the Mexican Monster, why he won't fight Morrell? I think it's ridiculous, man. Like, okay, why do we need to fight Morrell for? Why can't Canelo just get in the ring with him? And I keep telling people this right here, man, when they say stuff like that. Those are the people, man, that really have messed up the sport of boxing. And that's why we are not one of the top sports like boxing once was. It's because of that type of thinking. These people want to take these fighters and put them in their back pocket and hide them from what they're supposed to be doing. You got a lot of fans like that, man. They don't want to see their favorite fighter get in the ring and handle business. I can't stand it, man. These Canelo fans, they got that stuff bad, man. No, Canelo don't need to, you know what I'm saying? No, let him fight Morrell. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But you will hear, you go to another channel, man, you'll hear people, you know what I'm saying, really trying to take Canelo and hide him in their back pocket. So I'm tired of that, man, with Canelo. I don't want to see, listen, the fans, we as the fans, we pay for these fights. We the one, man, you know when they said Canelo's done enough, he don't have to do anything, he can do what he want to. Listen, the only reason Canelo's able to do what he wants to is because of people like us. You know what I'm saying? People like y'all that have paid for these fights, that have went to these fights. We made these guys rich. So anytime we ask for a fight and we want to see it, you need to give it to us. Or what we need to do really is start cutting them off and letting them see, like, hey, we ain't got to pay for these fights, and you can't keep giving us anything because that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They trying to give us anything. Canelo Alvarez running around here now. Oh, man. Jaime McGill, I ain't going to lie. Jaime don't have no defense. Let's just keep it. He don't have no defense. Let's keep it real. He uses his head for a punching bag. The guy, man, can fight, but his head is a punching bag, and he's not going to be able to withstand what Canelo going to keep throwing at him all night. I think it'll be the difference in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I think that young man got good talent. I ain't going to take nothing from him. For a long time, he wasn't fighting nobody. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this guy's just a hype job. But he can actually fight. You know what I'm saying? He can actually fight. I really want to see that. Just like Tim Tszyu and Fandora. I want to see that again. I think Tim Tszyu, man, I got a lot of respect for that guy for what he did, man, the way he went about it. He didn't have to take that fight, and he didn't have to continue that fight. And had it been me, man, when my fighter got cut like that, I would have stopped it before, you know what I'm saying, it went past 4 rounds. I would have stopped it because the fight wouldn't have counted. We know that. Or I would have stopped it right after the 4th round because Tim Tszyu was winning. You know what I'm saying? That was bad. Once again, another bad corner move. You seen a lot. I don't even think they were really prepared. You know what I'm saying? From what I heard, the cut man, he didn't even have the stuff he supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. How are you the cut man, but you don't have everything, the necessary tools to stop this blood flow, you know what I'm saying, from happening? So I think Tim Tszyu, if they fight again and that don't happen, I got Tim Tszyu beating him. Tim Tszyu was looking real good up until that moment, and it was still times he looked good in that fight. I just want to see it again. I think Tim Tszyu, he's better than I thought he was. I'm not going to lie. At first, I was thinking that people were just hyping him because of his father. And I was on there like, man, this dude, he all right, but he ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's just because of his father. I was wrong about that. I can admit I was wrong about Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu and him will be a great fight. I'm also interested in seeing, because this is the move that's been made. As soon as Bud was getting ready to fight this guy, I can't think of his name, what happens? PBC brings Jamel Charlo out the woodworks, and he's coming out of recess, so he gets first dibs on this guy. Now, Jamel Charlo's been gone for a minute. He was one of my favorite fighters. I think dude's a really good talent. But I would love to see him and Bud Crawford just to see how it plays out. They both owe us that. You know what I'm saying? You seen what Bud done. Bud was in the corner. You know what I mean? When Bud came over there, man, and grabbed his private parts and was telling him whatever he told him. So that's something I want to see, man. I definitely want to see those guys fight. A few fights I want to see, y'all. But listen, I'm got to get ready for work. I got to get ready to punch this clock. Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I'm going to start doing these lives every day, man. I'm going to crank it up. I'm going to really get this thing going like it's supposed to be. Every day at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing interviews too at 11 o'clock. A lot of stuff going to crank up, man. I'm going to really get my channel rolling. I'm going to put the focus in and dedication in that I really need to put in. Man, Prize, make sure you hit me up, man, so I can give you my number or whatever on Instagram. Inbox me on there so I can talk to you about something. I need to talk to you about something anyway. I'm out of here, man. Peace.